Hello friends, today's question. A copper ball of mass 10 gram is at a temperature of T. It is dropped in a copper calorimeter of mass 100 gram filled with 170 gram of water at room temperature. Subsequently, the temperature of the system is found to be 75 degrees centigrade. So we have to find out value of T given that the room temperature is 30 degrees centigrade and specific heat of the copper is given as 0.1 calorie per gram degree centigrade. So in this question, it is based on the principle of heat transfer and thermal equilibrium. So the heat lost by the copper ball will be equal to the heat gained by the calorimeter and water. Okay, so we start from there only. So we say that from the principle of heat transfer, and thermal equilibrium, we can write that the heat lost by the copper will be equal to heat gained by water and calorimeter. So entire solution will be based on this particular equation. So let us find out the heat lost by the copper, or rather we can say copper ball. So let's find out the heat lost by the copper ball. So we can write the formula that the heat lost by the copper ball will be equal to mass of the ball multiplied by specific heat of the copper and the temperature difference, that is T minus T final. We substitute values. We can write this as the mass of ball is given as 100 multiplied by 0.1 and the temperature finally is 75 degree centigrade. So which can be further simplified as 10 multiplied by T minus 75. Let us call this equation number 1. Now we are going to find out the heat gained by the water. Heat gained by the water. So once again we can write the formula that Q for water will be equal to mass of the water and specific heat of the water and the temperature difference, that is our temperature final minus temperature room. This is water. We substitute the values. We get this as 170 multiply by 1, and we have 75, and room temperature is given as 30. So this comes as approximately equal to 7650 calorie. Next, we are going to find out the heat gained by the calorimeter. Heat gained by calorimeter so once again, Q calorie will be equal to mass of the calorimeter. Specific heat calorimeter is made of copper, so we can write this as for copper, and here we have temperature final minus temperature room. We substitute the values. Calorie is our 100, copper is given as 0.1, and we have this as 75 minus 30, so this comes close to as 450 calorie. So using heat gain is equal to heat lost. So you can say heat lost is equal to heat gained, and heat lost is our 10 T minus 75, and heat gained is our 7650 for the water, and for calorimeter it is 450. This comes close to as 18100, and from here we can just cancel out these two terms, and this gives us T minus 75 is equal to 810, and this tells us that 810 plus 75, so the temperature will be equal to 885 degree centigrade. So this is the required value of the temperature, and that comes as option number A is the correct option. You can say option A is correct. So this completes the question. Thank you.